The best way to kill cancer is not through radiation, is not through chemotherapy. Remember, one side effect of chemotherapy is cancer. Also remember, radiation therapy exposes cells to cancer. So one side effect of radiation therapy is also cancer. Now, if you're suffering from cancer, or if you want to prevent cancer, or if you want to reduce proliferation of cancer cells, number one, start fasting. This is a statement that when you tell any cancer patient or their caregivers to tell these patients to start fasting, the question that they will ask you is, how necessary is fasting? Are we not going to starve this patient until they die? And are we not going to give cancer energy because their bodies are weak when they are fasting? That is a misconception. Remember, as you say that, your patient is on chemotherapy and that is killing them with side effects. Remember, your patient is on radiotherapy or radiation therapy. That is a problem. Number two, drop all inflammatory foods, the seed oil, the wheat products, the processed foods, the sugar, the sodas and stuff. Take these patients on a zero carbohydrate diet, basically a clean keto. As you do that, remember that vegetables have fiber and fiber is also carbohydrate. Therefore, reduce the amount of vegetables. So what are we going to do? We're going to load them with a lot of protein, which is basically white and red protein, eggs, liver, meats, all this fish, chicken. Let them enjoy that in plenty. Let them use saturated fats to cook this, the ghee, the tallow, the butter and stuff. Okay. We can also use the lard. You can also use coconut oil. Avoid extra virgin olive oil when you're trying to cook their meals because it can oxidize and that is dangerous. Now, fasting will actually starve cancer cells because remember, cancer cells survive on glucose, and you also mentioned another amino acid that is called glutamine. So since we cannot avoid glutamine because it's present in most foods, we can play around with the glucose. Now, glucose is the major source of energy for cancer cells. So the more you give them carbohydrates, the more they the more they proliferate, the more they multiply, and the more they kill you. So fasting will help you starve them. And again, fasting will help you produce energy sources that are called ketone bodies. Cancer cells do not know how to utilize these ketone bodies. But your body cells and your brain cells appreciate these ketone bodies, and therefore you will survive. So start fasting, drop inflammatory foods, and eat clean keto, zero carb diet. Now this fasting, you can basically do a 1 meal a day every day. You can do a 48-hour fast as we do it every after 2 weeks. And you can also push a 72-hour fast once in a month. You will be fine. Finally, remember that cancer will not die. You will keep on dying from cancer. And cancer is not your enemy. Your diet or your foods or your kitchen, those are your real enemies. So change that and start taking responsibility.